Today I'm going to talk about a thing called Apostille. How many of you know what is Apostille? Sloan Sage. I think it's Sloan Sage. Is it a Helga? Helga? Um, so is it how many of you know this word? It's really weird. Apostille. It's French. Um, now I made a slideshow. Audra! Hi Audra, how are you? Mrs. Smith. I always change his name. I can't follow her. Uh, yeah, upstill verification of document. That's very good. Yeah. So now the reason I need upstill is that I have some business in China and has to do with inheritance and also eventually selling. It's my mom's apartment, so I need documents like my passport, my name change, uh, papers that I have lawyers in China do all the work because I'm not there. So that's called power of attorney and some other stuff. So now up still, let me go into, I made a slideshow for you guys. Let's see if I can go in there. Here we go. Can you see it? Oh, you cannot see it. So hold on again. Up still. Up still. Okay. Let me see it again. One more time. Yeah. You can see it, right? Yeah. Cool. Now, up still. What is up still? Apostille is when a document is to be used in another country. It may be necessary to have the document authorized, meaning notarized. And this is known either as an apostille. Smartphone filming. Whoa! Today. What's going on? I just hit the wrong button. This is known either as an apostille or certificate of authentication. So basically, when you have a piece of paper, say Mark is going to China to teach English. In China, and they want Mark to bring uh, papers that are apostilled, such as his birth certificate, his degree from his college, um, or you know utility bill. No, just kidding. So you need to apostille these things. You need to authenticate these documents. So the step is quite daunting. Now, so I step one, okay. Step one is to finding the document, right? Now, if you are dealing with the educational system, you need to, they have to tell you, they are going to tell you what are the documents they need. You need to find that as soon as possible because it takes a while to get it. Okay, so the first thing, if you're going to from foreign country, or you go to a foreign country, they want something from you, you need to find out sooner than later. And then some people may not even have the original papers. That's why I call this locating your document. Yeah. And this as also has to do if your document is issued by say New York County. Yeah. This whole experience is because I went through. Okay. You may have a different outcome because you're a different state or different country. I'm just sharing you with my own experience. Yeah. So say your document is issued by New York County, then you go there to certify. If your document is um, certified, issued by Bronx, then you go to Bronx. Yeah, I'm talking about within New York. There's a 5 boroughs. Uh, if you're, do you know Brooklyn? What does Brooklyn call? Anybody know? Brooklyn is called Kings County. Yeah. So if the document is issued by Kings County, then you go to Kings County to the first step to get authorized. Okay. Number one is first. Now, documents, they could be passport, birth certificate, academics certificate, marriage certificate, divorce certificate, name change, stuff like that. Okay. Now, step two, you are not going to give your original paper to anybody. So you're going to make Xerox, right? You're going to make a photocopy. You're going to make it. Sometimes, like my lawyers in China, they want two documents per document, like two copies. So everything two copies. So you're going to make photocopies of your document and bring that right to the right office to notarize. Number three, getting document notarized. Now, people say I can get my document notarized in a laundromat. That did not work for me because I went to a laundromat, and their stamps uh, was not recognized by the New York county clerk. So avoid going to laundromat or any small entities. Not even now the banks. I went to my bank and they don't even do notarization. So what did I do is actually just stumble onto it, because when you go to this New York County, what do you call it? New York County Civil Court. Wait, New York County Clerk, yeah, office. They do notarize for you. Yeah. So most certified by the county clerk. Yeah. Now, New York City. Yeah. If you're a New York City resident and New York City, yeah. If you are Manhattan resident, sorry, if you're a Manhattan resident, and then your work will be certified by New York County Clerk's Office, okay, which is at 60 Central Street, New York City. Now, there's a twist in here that when I went to the New York County Clerk's Office, right, and the first time, and when I showed them a piece of document, it was Chinese and English combined, and they cannot certify there's Chinese. So they send me to another address, which is in Chinatown. Yeah. And step four, I was sent to Chinatown for further notary. It's at 265 Central Street. So there's a story behind it. And this this place in the building, kind of business building, was all kind of stores in it. And and I'll come back. And then you go into this third floor, this office. This lady who actually has a name for her business, um, she doesn't even look at you, and she was really really rude to another person ahead of me. So by the time it's my turn, and she just stamped my paper, she doesn't even look at it. So she's supposed to be like verify my paper, right, with my signature. I signed signature. She just, roughly looked at, and you pay her like $3 per document, and you walk out there. So that's a very strange experience, um, because that kind of service, right, when you go to her individual notarized service, and with her name on the paper, and you think she'll be like somewhat polite. No, she doesn't even look at me, and she was almost rude, so this is a very interesting experience. Now, the the next step, I am going to pull us again. All right. So number four, I would send to Chinatown to do, and you may not be sent because if your document is not Chinese. Now, very important. Do not think the city court is very 21st century. They're not. They're still 20th century. No credit cards. Yeah, you have to bring your own cash and has to be exactly the cash. If it's a $6, you have to give them $6. If it's a $3, you give them three. You don't give them $10. So certain papers need $3 and the others need $10. So you need to bring exactly. And in Brooklyn, I went, they want $6 for one. Yeah. So it was funny when one occasion I have to pay them $3 and I did not have the short change. I think I was only 15 cents or no 5 cents short of $3. And then they say, oh, you can go to, upstairs, there's a machine, you can get it. And I was like, well, forget it. So I turned around and I was like, uh, can I borrow 5 cents from you? I was like turning around to people who are waiting online, and there's two people, gave me 5 cents. So that's taken care of. But the whole story is you need to bring cash. Okay. Now, yeah. So far, do we have any questions? Okay. Friday. So I am looking at a group earlier on. We every Friday I have a group called Smartphone Filming, and we were together just from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So hey, how are you, reporter Gary, Audra? Hi, Louis. How are you? Is all our friends and our smartphone people here? All right, so continue my story. Let's see, share. Um, okay. Now, no credit card, right? So let's move on. And step 5, I was sent to Brooklyn. What happened was my one of my paper is a name change. I used to call Ching Chan. Now I'm Ching Chan Juhl. So name change paper needs to also authorize and certify. But I didn't look carefully. That paper was what do you call certified by Brooklyn, by Kings County, and I don't even remember when I did that. So I never lived in Brooklyn. So I don't know why. Maybe the lawyer we used before who lives in Brooklyn, so it's easy for him to take care of the paperwork. So I went to Brooklyn. It was agonizing. I handed my original paper to a window, and the person went to look for it upstairs, downstairs, basement. They couldn't find it. I waited for 4 hours, and eventually they they found he. I think his name is Tom. Tom found it, and then he sent me to another window to pay some small fees, and then he sent me to another window to do another stamp. Then I was sent to back to New York court clerk office. Okay, so this is story. So all together, waiting time was 6 hours for the Brooklyn. Now I was sent to New York City civil court. Right, that was very agonizing. That was, I remember, May the 28th, because that's one day before Donald Trump convicted guilty, because there's lots and lots of reporters outside the courthouse. So that was a 10 hours work, because I went there. Actually, this was two times. It was, 2 days. The first day was like 4 hours. Yeah, the second day was 6 hours. So what happened was I handed the paper after waiting and waiting, and they say, "Oh, um, the chief clerk is not around." And I want to see you guys. The chief clerk is not around. Hi, Eric. Hi. Hi, Johnny. How are you? So chief clerk is not around, right? You need to leave the paper here with us. Okay. You're gonna call in 7 days or 10 days. So I called 7 days. I called another 7 days. So can you believe I called 4 weeks? Until fifth week, the person answered the phone always kind of putting me down. His name also is Tom. Yeah. He's like always like oh, the county clerk is very busy, they cannot, do this thing for everybody. I was like, well, she needs a assistant, isn't she? Yeah. So this went on for 5 weeks. So by the fifth week, I was a little, I was lost, So I told the Tom, I said, this is about my family uh, affair and people who died already. Can you speed it up? Um, so he said, oh, okay, come back Monday. That was Thursday, I think I told. Come back Monday at 9:30 p.m. to room 104. I remember clearly. So I religiously went back Monday. I got there like 9:30ish, and then the line was really long outside. This is 111 Central. It's a civil court, New York civil court clerk office. So there's a lot of people waiting. So by the time we go in there, it's already like a 10:15. So waited another 45 minutes and went up there. Um, they say they can't find the paper. First of all, they can. Then I explained this and that, and I'm here 5 weeks ago. I left it here, and finally, they found the paper, and they said, "Oh, your paper is because it was wrongly stamped by Brooklyn." Wow, wrongly stamped. You should have told me, right? I would have no idea if they stamped right or wrong, right? It's between you guys. And so they actually sent me back to Brooklyn that day. So I remember it took me 1 hour to go there, take the subway, because I don't go there enough. The train system is very confusing. And 1 hour come back, and half hour obtain the so-called corrected paper. Oh, come back. So I got there 9:30, 9:45, 9:30, right? And then by the time I came back, it was 2:30. 2:30? All right. So give them the paper. Sit there. They said, oh, you wait. I waited and waited and waited. At two, it's 4:15. Oh my God, I'm still waiting. So I went online again. I was sitting, but now I went online to ask them. I said, what's going on? You know, why do I have to? I've been here since 9:30. What's going on? So I actually I actually really make a big scene out of it, and I'm not tell you what I said, but I was really, really like lost. So I told them I was there for so long. And finally, the supervisor came out and gave me the paper. Yeah, guess what? They still fucked up. It's supposed to be two copies because I gave Brooklyn two copies. I gave them two copies, and she only gave me one. So she didn't see it was two copies, and she apologized. So she said, "I have to come back the next day to go to Brooklyn again." Anyway, I did not go because my lawyer wants two, right? I just told my lawyer I only have one. I'm not going back to Brooklyn, and you have to take care of that. But anyway, so continue the slide because it this is just my story and in between, and the slide gives you a very clear picture. Okay, so I sent to court. Oh yeah, so after Brooklyn, I come back to New York Civil Court, right? And then after that, I missed a step. After this step 6, step 7, go back to Central 60, New York City uh, clerk. Go back to 60. Okay, I should add another slide. Um, After that, then I go to the almost last step. Step 7. Actually, this is called step 8. Getting apostille. Now I travel from 60 Central to New York City Department of State. It's called License Department, I believe. Yeah. There you wait another a good 20 minutes first, and then you wait another, I would say, half hour. Okay. And to get your work, they basically put a cover page and they look at all the stamps. Yeah. So I have now, another thing is I wanted to tell you that don't think when you look at the government office, they open at 9 to 5. It's not really true. Yeah, it's like 9 to 1 p.m. Yeah, but 12:30, if you go there 12:31, they're not going to accept your papers. Okay. And then in between 1 to 2, it's their lunch. Sometimes is 1 to 2:30. So you need to plan. Don't get there too close to lunchtime. Yeah. Now they say 2 to 5, right? At 4:15, they do not accept any um, papers. Last transaction. Okay. So that's something you need to keep in mind. Um, what else? Thank you. But I have other things I want to tell you. Now let's go back to here. So a, a pastille, and it's just like you cannot fake it because it has a stamp. So I'm going to show you my one of the picture. Let's see, where'd it go? Is this here? 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 Oh, it's not here. Oh yeah, okay. Here we go. I found it. Okay, a pastille. So you can see the this paper is the sheet where the chief clerk gave you, the red one, and it's important. And then the bottom has another one with a stamp, and you need to see the county clerk, New York. Yeah, so they kind of like a, it's the city level certify you, and then you go into the state level. Yeah, I think the most agonizing thing is waiting, like waiting and waiting. Every office you have to wait. The shortest wait is 20 minutes. The longest wait I had was 4 hours. Yeah, it's obviously reporter Gary. Hi, reporter Gary. It's obviously not just the issue you were dealing with. It seems this is how civil servants treat citizens over many issues. For example, the weight is the same no matter why one is there, no matter why one is there. Yeah. Um, Now, I know some people, if you go Google, right, Upsteel, and don't be fooled by websites. There are many upsteel service do the work for you, but do you know how much they charge? I asked. They charge $180 per dot. Per dot meaning one copy of passport or one copy of my birth certificate. So this time when I sent to China, because my lawyer was very thorough, so I sent one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, at least 8 document is apostille. So that means I have to pay 180 plus 8. And I don't think so. That's why I went through. And also, I went through 2 years ago. I went through, and it's pretty bad, but not as bad as this time. Is simply because I have to go to Brooklyn. Yeah, last time is just the one paper. and that w- was sent to the local. But still, you have to go to so many offices before you realize, oh, these are the steps. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, great. Anybody have any questions you want me to answer? I have audiences. Thank you guys so much. Reporter Gary and Sharkfin, Lewis, Arat, Eric, Johnny Woo, Audra. Thank you so much. Audra. And let's see. Audra changed her name. Wait, I'm so confused. Sloan Sage. Sloan Sage is Audra or not? Yeah, Audra is Sloan Sage. Yeah. See, these people, they're spies, They always change their names. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. At the first, like, 2 minutes, I was talking with the mute. So I apologize. Um, yeah. So I feel like I have so many things I wanted to I tell you. I made a short video of this whole agonizing experience, and I don't know who really want to see it, but this talk, and also the reason I want to talk about was when I was about to do Apostille, I did not. I went on YouTube. There's a lot of videos. Not that they're not good, they just talk about what is Apostille and what is it for and stuff like that. They did not tell me step by step what you go, where do you go, you know, and how many steps you have to go through to this, and avoid doing this, avoid doing that, and make sure you the first time you go to the getting your notarize. Yeah, do not notarize your stuff in the laundry room, laundry, like where you do laundry, laundry house. Is it called laundry house? Because I went the first time to a laundry house, laundry service. They put a sign, notary. I went there, like, they gave me a couple of stamps, maybe two, and then I went to the city court, city clerk house, and they don't recognize that, and then they sent me to the Chinese notary's office. Yeah, in Chinatown. That's my first experience. And after that, I go back to. So, uh, if you are in New York City or Manhattan, you can just directly go to New York City Clerk, New York Clerk County. Yeah, and to get your certified. Yeah, and the other is finding out. Look at the paper. Of course, they certify my passport, right? I show them my passport. So the passport is not issued in New York City clerk. But other stuff, like your marriage certificate, your divorce, your, I don't know, property, just make sure, look at the stamp where it was issued. And you need to go there to get certified. Okay. And yeah, let's see. What else? When never stop calling, because one person I met in the room, we start to chat. I told her my experience. I waited 4 weeks. She said she did the same thing. I said I called. She said, you called? She said when she called, it's all busy. I said, yeah, I kept calling. I just keep calling. So eventually I talked to this Tom guy, and for 5 or 4 times. So anyway, laundromat. uh yeah. So for those of you who come late, just let you know, we'll talk about what the F is Apostille, is just because this Apostille paper it's basically a certification piece of paper, authentication, right? Authentication, for another country to use. Okay. Okay, so say if you're going to say China, right? If you're going to China to work there and get a working visa, and then that place will ask for your document, uh, y- to show your passport to them is not enough. It needs to be apostille. So that's the step I'm talking about. Okay. All right. uh, Sharkman said, Ching, it's crazy how many hoops you have to jump through for this apostille bureaucracy with a capital B. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty gruesome. And I I recorded myself getting really pissed off at the civil New York civil clerk house, and they I think they were all very scared of me because I was, I just went pretty banana, but anyway, I'm not playing that recording. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm gone. I'm done. Unless you have more questions for me, and you can always find me. Yeah, this is a Juhl Media is my YouTube channel. I do videos. I post videos, make videos, films. Oh, by the way, yeah, please watch my Young Gun Diary. It's a 90-minute feature documentary made by me. Use iPhone 11. It's a good time to watch. I think is because we're in the election time. That film is about how grassroots movement was, and you will, if you don't know how to canvassing, you can really learn from that film. Yeah, people are so passionate about their beliefs. Yeah, so check my YouTube shorts where I only talk about music because I play violin, viola, and I teach. So check that out. One of my most popular video get like, I don't know, I didn't check today, like 420K viewers. Yeah. So it's just talk about music and talk about the difference between violin and viola. And then every week or every other week, I do this live show. And most of the time, I interview people. They are filmmakers, and musicians, entrepreneurs, and politicians, and all kinds of people. Yeah. So please, please follow me. And I think I'm going to stick with the 4 o'clock. Yeah, 4 o'clock on Fridays because sometimes we do five. All right. So it's crazy. Don't blame you. That's funny. Uh, uh, so, reporter Gary, I'll tell you about my upcoming next project. Please do. Please do. And Lewis says, it's crazy. Don't blame you for acting the way you did. This is the only way you get that's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay, you guys, I have a great Friday, and yeah, keep busy and keep cool. It's very hot outside, right? Yeah. All right, take care of yourself. I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.